Welcome back to the Laura and Becky show. Hang on. Welcome back to the Laura and Becky show, sponsored by Dales and Peaks Estate Agent and Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa.
There are so many episodes to go back and listen to. We're into the 3rd season, so if you're new here, then listen, you can start now, you can go back, you can do what you want.
Yeah, we ain't going to dictate, are we?
Yeah, if you've come back for more, thank you very much. As always, we love you.
Now, you know the drill. Whilst you're listening, wherever you're listening to this podcast, give it a little like, a subscribe, a follow, and if you fancy and if you'd be so kind, a little review.
Right, let's get started. There is a really annoying noise.
What is that?
We think it's like a vehicle outside this studio.
I mean,
so
how rude of them. Do they not know we're trying to record a podcast up here?
We were like, is it outside? Is it inside? We don't know where it's coming from.
You should have seen Laura plugging and unplugging things. Going, what's this? I was like, I'm sure it's outside, mate. She's like, no, hang on. Unplugging, plugging.
I hate it when you can hear a little noise. I have really bad tinnitus, whatever it's called.
Do you actually?
Yeah. It's actually got quite bad recently, you know, along with my eye twitch and all the other fucking ailments I've got. But yeah, anyway, the reason we are a little bit late recording this today, aren't we? I got here in the nick of time today. I have a confession.
Okay.
So this morning, I thought, well, I've got 20 minutes. What shall I do with my 20 minutes? Shall I, you know, tidy the house a bit, get ready, leave, get there early? I thought, no, I'm going to watch the Kardashians.
Of course, priorities, mate.
It's good.
Oh, so the new one's out
I got
today.
into the roast. Yeah.
Oh, tell me, because I haven't seen it yet.
So it's all about Chloe and Tristan. But so it starts and there's like no music and it's just like quiet. And she sits down and the producer's like, are you okay doing this? She's like, yeah, it's fine. And she's like, oh,
the hell's that?
Someone else in it?
Stop it in the building.
Yeah.
I've locked the door.
Have you locked the door?
Yeah, I get really nervous.
Anyway, she reveals, I don't want to say, I'm not going to give this away, but she reveals something about what happened with Tristan that no one really knows.
Is it quite shocking?
It's just a bit like, oh my God. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I feel really sorry for Chloe. Like, Chloe's my favourite Kardashian.
Yeah. Oh, for
I
sure.
think she's most people's, isn't she? She deserves love. She deserves to be happy. Why isn't she happy?
Well, they get themselves in some tangles, don't they, them? There's so much stuff happens to them.
But why are her men that she's had so horrible to her? Lemar.
What? Isn't he a singer?
No, Lemar, Lemar Doom, her
Who
first
am I
husband.
thinking of? I'm thinking of the other Lemar.
You're thinking of 50-50 Lemar. Yeah, him. Do you know he's got a show on BBC Radio 2, Lemar?
Has he?
Or is it on Magic? Maybe it's Magic Soul.
Oh, we don't know much about Lemar, do we?
No.
What a lovely name, though.
I was once in the back of his car, mate. I'm going off on a right tangent here.
You were in the back of the car with Lemar?
He was driving awfully fast. I had to tell him to slow down. I'm not even joking.
Hang on, what?
How have we gone from the Kardashians to this?
You're in a car with Lemar?
It was with some other people and he was driving us somewhere. This was years and years ago. Long story about how I ended up there. I won't go into that now. But in the back of his car, he was driving through London. And honestly, mate, he was driving way too fast. And I turned to the person I was with and I went, you're going to have to tell him to slow down. I went, this is too fast. And he wouldn't. So I actually went, excuse me, Lemar. I went, would you mind slowing down ever so slightly? He did.
Did you actually speak like that?
Well, I sort of went, Lemar.
Yes.
Slow down. Yeah, slow down, would you? But he did.
Wow.
So nice guy.
That's
anyway,
a good story.
Yeah.
Anyway, different Lemar.
Lamar Doom. So
right.
Chloe's
How do
first
you know
husband.
all these bloody names? You're so invested in these people.
So invested. But he was awful to her, wasn't he? They were married. He was cheating on her. And then he OD'd of all those hookers in that room. And then she nursed him back to health. Do you remember?
Oh, my God. Yes. Yeah, well, listen, I mean, when we finish, I mean, I've got quite a lot to do today. We've got a meeting as well, haven't we, at lunchtime?
Should we fuck the meeting off and just watch the Kardashians
No,
together?
Absolutely not.
Could we
No.
not?
No.
Well, I don't know when I'm going to watch it.
We've
'cause
got
I've
free
got
food. What are you talking about?
Oh, God.
No. You'll find time
I don't
today.
know- I don't know when
Don't
I'm
make
gonna get
out
time.
you're that... Shut up. Literally. I don't know if I'll have time.
I'm back to back today, mate. I don't know when I'm going to squeeze it in.
Don't try contacting me today, guys. I'm
might
out
have
of
to-
office.
I might have to put Lily in after school club. No joke, just so I
To
can
watch
watch
the
the
Kardashians.
Kardashians. Yeah. Was there anything else in it apart from Chloe? Or
Mate,
was it
I only
about
got
her?
10 minutes in. And I had to turn it off, otherwise I was going to be ridiculously late today. But yeah, it's just entertainment, isn't it? Which, you know, they're very skinny though.
Yeah, you were saying this last night. They look different at the moment, don't
Yeah,
they?
they
They're
do.
very sort of skinny. Their bottoms have gone.
Yeah.
And you were saying it's all about the shoulders the other day as well.
They've got nice shoulders, so everyone's going to be like working their shoulders, aren't they?
I thought maybe on Instagram, once my shoulders sorted, we could start doing shoulder exercises for people. Maybe jump on the bandwagon.
I'm sure people would love that. Shoulder exercises. I mean, how low can we go?
Do you know what? Sorry, this is something else really random as well.
God.
So, my mate, I can't say who he is.
Who is it? Mouth it. Who? Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
So he was seeing a girl for a bit once, and his nickname for her was Shoulders. Do you remember this? I think you've even heard him say it. There was some event we were going to, and he was like, I don't know whether to bring shoulders or not, because she had big, wide shoulders.
I don't know, I've always wanted to have big, wide shoulders.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't
Not
want...
big, bulky ones,
No.
but I do like a broad, not like swimmer's shoulders. I love a swimmer's physique.
Oh, I think she might be a swimmer.
Oh, there you go then. No wonder she's got shoulders.
Well, no, but
poor girl.
I know. So this is bad of my friend.
That is bad.
He did used to joke she'd get stuck
going
through doors.
Should we have a look at his shoulders? She used to get stuck going through doors. This is ridiculous.
So our first sponsors are Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa. Now, we actually had a lovely afternoon there yesterday because, they're our sponsors. We need to go and check out what they're all about.
Now, if you are thinking maybe for Christmas time or maybe in autumn to treat your mum, treat your friend or treat yourself, then definitely check out this spa. It's so nice.
Also, I always think this time of year it's really nice to go for like a little spa break or a spa afternoon or a spa morning. It's getting a little bit chilly. We're all feeling a little bit under the weather. Go and have yourself a spa afternoon.
Do you know what? It's such a good Christmas present, I have to say. I've actually got a spa day that I've got a voucher that I need to use.
Oh, was it your mother-in-law bought it for you?
Yeah, I need to use it. But we're going to talk loads more about Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa because there's lots happening, especially next week. And at the end of this season, we may have a little giveaway.
Oh, a very exciting giveaway. So, check them out. You can see their Instagram, Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa. So, we haven't been feeling ourselves, have we, recently?
No.
We've kind of touched on this,
I think
we?
I've had COVID. I think last week, I think you gave me COVID.
Listen, I think I might have had, the chances of me having it are pretty high. So, obviously, my grandma has been ill. She's been in hospital. I had a right mare when I went to see her one day because she contracted COVID in hospital. Anyway, she was put in like an isolation room, and then one by one all my family started going down with it and everyone in the hospital, and the next day the ward was closed for COVID.
Oh, God.
So I think probably I've had it as well.
I felt terrible last week. I think I was mourning for the Queen. And I think I had a bad cold, but I do think it's COVID because now my husband isn't very well.
Well, you said, didn't you, that you felt how you felt when you had COVID before. It is rife again at the moment.
Yeah,
rife.
I think it is. But what are you supposed to do? Just crack on, aren't you? It's like a cold now, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, we felt a bit rough, but we haven't felt really, really ill, have we? So we've been all right.
I don't know as well if there's like maybe long COVID that a lot of people have got, because a lot of people at the moment just seem to be a bit like they're all right, but they're just like, meh.
I put a little poll on my Insta a couple of days ago just asking how people were feeling, and the majority of people were feeling really weird and meh, but they didn't know why.
Also as well, is it just me or like the Queen's died, we've had her funeral, next day Putin's like, right, I'm going to start up again.
He hasn't helped matters,
what?
has he?
What? Why would you wait until after the funeral? Like, it's just so annoying.
Was he trying to be respectful?
Well, that was just he sent King Charles a message. Did you know that?
No, saying what?
Of condolence about the Queen.
Oh God!
Like, is he actually nuts?
Hey, I tell you what, though, it just shows the Queen, touches everyone, even Putin.
Well, it's just stupid. I wish he would just go away. He's really pissing me off.
Well, you said, didn't you? You were like, I nearly fell down a Russia hole last night.
I nearly did,
Stop. Well done.
I did.
Well done.
I stopped myself because I thought, I can't do this again. I can't stop worrying about that.
No. Well, we were saying, actually, because we actually had a really nice day yesterday, didn't we? For the last few weeks, we haven't put makeup on. We've been feral, but feral and in quite a slump, haven't we? And not in great moods and just feeling a bit rubbish.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a really good day. We both turned to each other, didn't we? And we were like, we're having a really good day today.
Well, we had some meetings, like back-to-back meetings.
Back to Beck.
And the first meeting we had...
oh, mate, great meeting.
Great meeting for many, many reasons.
What
the
are those
main
reasons,
well, the
Laura?
main reason, Becky, is there was a puppy. And it was couldn't be more than 10 weeks old. It was a cockapoo, I believe. Like a rusty coloured one.
It was.
And it was called Brug.
Well, I got to this meeting before you and I was sat with the puppy and the puppy's owner. And you phoned me and went, I'm on my way. And I went, mate, get here now. There's a puppy in here. And you went, I'm running. I'm coming. And you got there pretty damn quick.
I literally was like, that. It's like babies, isn't it? You never really get to hold a puppy. So I literally ran up to that meeting. I didn't even say hello to them. It was the first time we met this person. I didn't say hello.
Yeah.
I was like, where's the puppy? But oh my God. And he called it Brug because it reminds him of a brown rug. So he called it Brug.
I like
Genius.
it. Yeah, it is genius.
Yeah.
And
Successful meeting.
Yes.
Successful. Yeah.
Good meeting.
We always think we leave meetings and people are like, who the hell are those two? What the hell just happened?
Yeah, what's just gone on here? What have I just signed up for? And then we had a really nice afternoon, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. But we laughed a lot yesterday.
Yes.
And I think the last time we did that was in Mallorca, mate.
Do you think? That long ago?
Yeah, you know when we were sat by the pool, we just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
That's how I felt with you yesterday. And I tell you what, it was so nice to laugh until my stomach hurt yesterday.
Yeah, we haven't done that for a while. I think you pranking me kick-started our humour.
I agree. Listen, watch your back today.
Yeah, well,
is
you
all I'm
watch your
gonna
back.
say.
I'm a bit worried because I did think of pranking you this morning, but I thought, I don't want to make you jump and hurt your shoulder.
Yeah, no, you can't prank
No,
me
I
until this is
can.
better, but I can prank you, okay?
Right, what's going on in the world? Right, you tell me this story that you've seen. This is ridiculous.
No, do you know what? This is brilliant. This has actually made me quite happy today. I do like stories about just normal folk who do perhaps extraordinary or weird or unusual things, right?
Okay.
So you may have heard of this guy. He's called George Woodville.
No.
He's from Cambridge.
Right.
He's 20 years old. Anyway, young George.
Was he the train spotter guy?
No.
Oh.
No. Does he live in Cambridge as well?
I don't know.
Oh, a lot of goodness comes out of Cambridge. Anyway, he's just decided one day that he doesn't want to wear shoes anymore. He wants to go
Jesus Christ.
barefoot everywhere until the day he dies. He does not want to wear shoes, right? He feels like it's connected him with himself, with the earth, with his surroundings.
Okay, well, this is all great until you have to get a job.
Mate, he goes barefoot to a job.
What's his job?
I don't know, but he goes to the supermarket barefoot. He goes everywhere barefoot.
No, thank you.
And he loves it. And what he does, you can follow him actually on Instagram. I think he's on TikTok as well. So George Woodville, he's called the Barefoot Guy. His picture is of a foot, just in case you're looking for him now.
Can I see him?
Yeah. Well, look at the videos there, because he's got lots of videos on there where he just asks one question over and over. Would you go barefoot?
Oh, my God.
Play one.
Barefoot 365 days a year.
Would you ever go barefoot?
Yeah.
Would you do it right now?
Okay.
How does it feel?
I can definitely feel the ground beneath me. It's very...
Jesus wept.
Do one more.
Barefoot?
Yeah.
Would you do it right now?
Yeah.
I love the
Well,
way
it's just a
he...
stupid question. If someone
No.
stopped me and went, would you ever go barefoot? I'd be like, yeah, I've done it many times. It's not unusual, is it?
But I think it's
no,
only-
I'd never go barefoot, me, never. Never, ever. Like, I'm barefoot, like, most of the time.
But not in the street.
Yeah, but
not
it's
in
dirty.
the street.
Think how disgusting his feet are. He's walking through, like...
Cambridge.
Yeah, but they still have wee on the streets of Cambridge.
I just like the way he says barefoot. I really like the way he says.
Oh, God.
Would you do it right now?
Hang on.
Would you ever go barefoot?
Barefoot. I think there's certain situations where he would have to put shoes on. An aeroplane.
Possibly. But also,
Could you imagine going out with him? Could you imagine?
Well, he's 20, so probably a little
Yeah, but you know what I
young for us.
mean. Imagine if you... Okay, right. So you meet someone. You go on a date. They're fit. They're funny. They're right up your street. Everything about them, you're like, yes,
Is
tick,
a bit
tick,
of
tick,
me.
tick, 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 tick. But they never, ever wear shoes.
All right, yeah, it might be a bit
Right,
weird.
you'd be like, see,
I'd
wouldn't
be like,
you?
yeah, I'd be like,
You-
put some bloody shoes
You'd
on,
be
you
like, it's
buffoon.
embarrassing. But that's to prove my point.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go out with George, but I like watching George from afar. I tell you what, though, mate,
He's going to earn a load of money, isn't he?
He's set to
Become
become
famous.
a millionaire
Well,
on
it's just-
OnlyFans because of his feet.
Oh, God.
We've talked about this. I think it was on season 2, wasn't it? About doing some feet stuff on OnlyFans.
I'm
'Cause
not
people-
doing that. I ain't got time.
I may or may not have set up an account,
You've
an
actually-
anonymous account.
Now, I have seen one of your videos because you've shown
Did I
me
show
it.
it to you?
Yeah, and literally,
Which one was it?
I died a little bit inside. You know when we were talking yesterday on the podcast about my father-in-law speaking English in a Spanish accent, and I just curled that up inside. That's what I got.
What was I doing? Was I washing it in the shower? Was I?
What? No.
No. Oh, sorry, not that
my
one.
God.
Was I? What was I? Was I on the bed? Was it on the bed?
You're unpeeling a banana.
Stop it! No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
I-
were.
No, I was
Yes, you were. Don't lie, Becky. Becky, you can start. Maybe that could be your thing. Fruit and feet. The fruit foot girl. What's he?
Oh
What's
my
he?
God.
The barefoot man. You could be the
fruit foot
the
woman.
fruit. Yeah, something like that. See what fruit you can peel with your feet, mate. I'm telling you,
That's
people
a
are going
thing,
mad.
innit?
Do it. I'd like to see that. I'd
All
like
right.
to see you try and.
All right, I'll do it.
Or maybe eat fruit with your feet, using your feet and not your fingers. People
Okay.
will love it.
Will they?
Mash up that banana between your toes.
Yes.
Right, there we go.
All right,
Can I have
sorted.
commission though? Because I've just thought of that.
Sure. Yeah.
Great. So our lovely sponsors, Dells and Peaks Estate Agents. I tell you what, they are busy at the moment. I can't keep up with their Instagram.
I know. We follow them on Insta, and literally there are new houses going on all the time, and they're beautiful houses.
They're absolutely beautiful houses. Now, I actually need to speak to Dells and Peaks because
Oh, selling
I
up, are
think
you?
no.
Oh.
I think I've had a genius idea.
Go on.
I don't know if I should say it now because I think I should patent the idea before I say it out loud.
No, I
Have
think,
I
I
told
think go into their office and see them about
go
it.
into that? Just walk in.
I think
just
so.
walk in brazenly and speak to them.
I would.
I might do. I do think it's quite a good idea. So I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
Are you gonna tell us what it is or not?
Shall I?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Right. This is my idea. You know when you walk past houses that are for sale
Yeah.
or to let and they have the sign outside and you look
Yeah.
and you go, oh, that's nice. And the first thing you do is look at who's selling the house and you
Yeah.
go online and look. Why don't they have QR codes on the for sale signs that you can just scan and that house comes up on your phone? Is that
genius
not a
idea.
genius idea?
It's a genius idea.
I literally thought that. I was like, oh, I want to have a look at that. You know, because I walk around with the dog a lot. People stop, boom, take the
Yeah.
QR code, brings up the details of the
Mate,
house.
speak
Have I
to
just
them.
come up with a great idea?
I think that's not bad, to be fair.
Right.
Yeah. Speak to them.
If you do want to buy or sell or rent, have a look at dalesandpeaks.co.uk. Right, finally, mate.
This is so
Mate.
funny. This is something that actually happened when you were away on holiday, and this honestly makes me die thinking about it.
So when I was away, I hadn't tried to get hold of my mum. She was looking after my dog and my chickens. My sister texted me going, I haven't heard from mum. I've tried ringing her all day. She didn't answer her phone, and now her phone's dead. So I was a bit like, oh, that's really odd. Like really, really odd. Because you can always get hold of your parents like on their mobile phones. Anyway, the next evening, I texted her saying, have you heard from mum? She's like, no, her phone's still dead. And I was like, well, this is really odd. Do you not think you should go over? She's like, nah.
I love the fact Jade didn't go over.
Oh, no. She's like, no, it'll be fine. I was like, yeah, but what if they're not? It's really odd. Like, it is strange. So the next morning at lunchtime, I started getting worried. So I text you. And I was like, mate. And you're like, what? I was like, I can't get hold of my mum. Her phone's been off for 2 days. And bless your heart, you literally texted me back going, I'm going over. Straight away. I didn't even have to ask.
You didn't even
It
have
did
to
melt
ask.
my heart, actually, a little bit.
Oh. Well, of course, like, if it was me, I'd be really worried. I just want to know. So I just want to know if they were
Yeah.
dead or alive.
Yeah. So, because I thought maybe they've both, like, my mum and stepdad have fallen down the stairs.
Together?
Well, I don't know. And I don't know my stepdad's number. So anyway, so you're like,
do you
I'll
know-
go over.
Do you know what I thought?
Oh, God.
I was quite nervous. I thought, no, I've got to do this because you're worried. You're away in Marbella. I don't live too far from your mum. So I've got to do this as a good mate. So I was on my way around, but obviously I was thinking about what I was going to find when I got there. I'll be honest, I thought Ray had done Linda in.
Right. Okay.
That's what I thought. I thought, what am I going to do? So I'm going to get there, Linda will be dead, and Ray will be there, and I'll be faced with a murderer. What do
Right.
I do? That's what I thought.
Right. Well, I mean, I just thought maybe I thought they were falling down the stairs.
Yeah. I mean, Ray's lovely. I don't think he would murder you.
No,
but
well, I don't know.
My mind.
Sure, it's crossed his mind a couple of times.
My mind went on overdrive. I was a bit nervous driving over.
So you kind of texted me and you were like, I'm at the front door, I'm knocking, no one's answering, but the back door was open?
The back door was open. I could see your dog Dottie, and I could see a hand coming out from the kitchen. Yeah, like chopping something or doing something in the kitchen. So I knew someone was alive in there. I just didn't know who.
Maybe you saw, did you think it was a hand chopping up a limb?
I did.
Did you?
I thought,
I
have
would.
you seen Dexter?
Or Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah. I thought Ray was...
Chopping up my mum.
I did.
Jesus Christ. So I was like, go round the back and shout, Linda, Ray. So you're like, all right, love, I will. So anyway, to cut a long story short, you did rescue them, didn't you?
I did. I mean, it was a little embarrassing. I went to the back and the dogs were all out.
I did think, what if they're having a bit of like tutti frutti? That'd be
Oh,
embarrassing.
see, I didn't actually think that.
Oh,
That didn't
yeah.
actually
Could
cross
you
my
imagine?
mind. Yeah. Well, maybe they were because they didn't answer the door straight away. They were essentially ignoring me. I was
Right.
going, Linda, Ray, like that. And nobody was coming. So I was like, mate, what do I do? Do I leave? You went, no. You went, go and knock on the front door again. So I was like, okay. So I did. And eventually your mum answered.
But the thing is, there was something wrong. Her mobile phone had broken. So it was odd.
Yeah, but listen, Linda was fine. Ray was fine. Ray's
always-
not a murderer.
No,
he hasn't
they
murdered
hopefully
Linda.
weren't having like, oof, God.
Although
Oh, God.
Linda's hair did look a bit out of place when she answered the door and she looked a bit flushed.
I mean, listen, this scenario that we're talking about now has happened to me many times because when they first met, it was bad.
What do you mean?
They would
We're at it.
all the time. To the point where me, my sister, and my stepsister, to be at the time, had to ask them to move the headboard off of their bed. Embarrassing.
Stop. I mean,
Yep.
fair play. Yep.
Fair play.
If Linda was here, I'd high-five her. Go on, girl.
Right, you need to go and get your neck massaged again by someone else.
Yep.
Jesus.
This is up
How
my...
many people have you seen
Oh,
now?
quite a few. Yeah.
You got someone new tomorrow?
Yeah, I have. Love it.
Listen, it's getting better, so that's good. We'll be back tomorrow.
We will,
See
so
ya.
enjoy your day.